Hi, I'm Erin Burke and I coordinate the Make Your Mark in Volunteering campaign. So I'm just going to give you a very short introduction to who we are and what we do. The campaign aims to increase the number and diversity of heritage volunteers in Scotland. And so by heritage, we mean built cultural and natural heritage as well. The campaign was launched back in 2020 as part of Our Place in Time, which was Scotland's first national strategy for the historic environment. And then we're also part of the Refresh National Strategy, and that was published last year in 2023, and it's called Our Past, Our Future. The campaign is chaired by Volunteer Scotland and vice-chaired by Historic Environment Scotland, and it's overseen by a working group of major stakeholders in Scotland's heritage and voluntary sectors, and these are the organizations that you can see on your screen here. And today, the campaign has over 100 members who range from small to large volunteer involving heritage organizations, and then also span across Scotland as well. So why do we have this campaign? Why is inclusive heritage volunteering so important? The key thing that I'm going to focus on is the potential that inclusive volunteering has to redress inequality, which remains a persistent and deepening issue in Scotland. So especially in the last few years, COVID-19 and the cost of living crisis have disproportionately impacted marginalized people who already experienced multiple and compounding barriers, preventing them from full and equal participation in political, economic, and social life. So how can volunteering help to redress this inequality? Volunteering has many well-researched benefits. So for example, things such as developing skills and improving employability, improving health and well-being, and building social networks and cohesion both within and between communities. So this means that volunteering can empower people as well as strengthen communities. However, at present, research shows that those who volunteer within the heritage sector are not representative of Scotland's wider population, and this data comes from the Scottish Household Survey. So, in particular, volunteers are more likely to be white, wealthier, and non-disabled. And this disparity in who volunteers, and more importantly, who does not volunteer, does have wider societal implications. So by this, I mean, if the benefits of volunteering continue to be unequally distributed amongst a privileged few, voluntary organizations, despite best intentions, will continue to perpetuate inequality and also miss out on a major opportunity to be a positive force for everyone in Scotland. So that's why we came up with Make Your Mark. And that's why a campaign like this is so important. So how exactly do we work to achieve our mission? How do we support our members? So we do a range of different things. We host a Heritage Volunteer Organizers Network, and this network hosts regular peer-to-peer support sessions. We also organize other events on inclusive volunteering. These are case study events. We've covered topics such as recognizing racism in volunteer engagement, involving refugee volunteers, removing class barriers to heritage volunteering, so a whole range of topics. We also share inclusive volunteering best practice through our various channels, and we also develop best practice resources as well. So most recently, towards the end of 2023, we worked with the University of Strathclyde and were funded by the Scottish Government to develop an inclusive volunteering toolkit. So this covers everything that volunteer managers need to know to develop inclusive volunteering programs and also to advocate within and out with their organizations for more funding and support for volunteer engagement. We also promote heritage volunteer opportunities through our online volunteer portal. And then we celebrate heritage volunteers through short blogs and also videos sharing their stories. Okay, so that's who we are and what we do. If your organization works in the heritage sector in Scotland, I encourage you to join us, join Make Your Mark. So by becoming a member, you'll be the first to know when new inclusive volunteering resources like our toolkit are released. You'll get access to our volunteer advertising service, as well as be able to join our Heritage Volunteer Organizers peer-to-peer support network. And the best part is it's all free. So you can head to our website, and that's at makeyourmark.scot, or you can also scan the QR code here on your screen to learn more about the campaign and how to join. So that's a short intro into Make Your Mark, and I do hope that you join us.